Yo, what's up everyone? It's Icepick, and today we are going over some defense mechanics on making saves and very effective clears. But first, I just want to read a few of your guys' comments, see what you guys been saying. Real King, I don't understand how you play like this. I don't understand that I want to fuck people that they come to this channel still not subscribing. You know what? I've been thinking the same goddamn thing, dog. What the hell is going on with that? How the hell are people gonna come to this channel and not subscribe with them notifications on my G? What's up with that? Yo, I'm about to fight every viewer who isn't subscribed. What am I not? What am I not good enough? What are my shots not high enough level for you? What do you think? Cronovi is more handsome than me? Dude, super helpful. Sub from Argentina. Oh, Maxi Coleman. My apologies, Coleman. Not Coleman. I appreciate you so much. That means the world to me. And then we got Timmy who just says fuck. So with that, let's hop into this Rocket League defense video. And because I get asked every video what my camera settings are, I'm just going to place them here for about 5 or 6 seconds so that you can see them. I just want to preface this by saying that that intro save off the ceiling that I had in the intro was not something I originally planned on doing. You can see I go for a hit off the wall, but I miss, and then make up for it off the ceiling. But the hit I was going for is probably one of the most effective clears and answers to the opponents going for backboard passes that you can get. I think a lot of people don't realize that your own back wall is really your best friend when it comes to tight situations and when you need just a way out. Like you're being chased by an orange team offering you drugs at a party and you just gotta get out of there. No, but on a serious note, I think a lot of people are kind of scared to bring the ball in the general direction of their own goal. But in reality, a lot of times it's the best option to just utilize the open space and your own wall to begin setting up a big clear or a play on offense. And that's something I think a lot of people don't really realize. But anyways, going back to that hit I was talking about earlier, to get that massive powerful clear when you see the ball going towards your wall, you want to come up under it. A lot of people will expect you to jump off and like aerial to it, but just sitting there and jumping off as the ball connects with you pinches it in a way that sends it hurling down the field to the other side. And another really useful way to use the wall in a similar way is that here I think a lot of people would just front flip into the ball and send it down to the other team's corner. But what you should do is come in at sort of an angle underneath it. You can really get so much power just from using the wall the right way, with the right angle. This leads to my next point, which is that whenever you're making a defensive play or a save, obviously your first priority is to save the ball from going into your own goal. But if you can, the best saves are the ones that place the ball somewhere where the opponent can't immediately follow up with another shot or regain possession. You can see when making saves, it's almost like a redirect shot, but rather than putting it on a goal, you're putting it somewhere where the opponent isn't or in an open space so that you or your team can follow up from there. This allows you to embarrass yourself by failing a wide open flick shot with nothing but open space to set yourself up with. So I think a lot of people know to use the opponent's goal as a way to quickly rotate back, but if you don't, you can do this to quickly get back rather than turn around, which is very useful. But on the opposite end, I think less people think to use this as a way to save the ball. I usually use it as a follow-up because I save a shot in this situation, which I find myself in almost every game, and land in my own goal. So what you can do is drive up the same way, but slow down at the top. The same mechanic that people use for sealing shots is applied, where you keep your jump when you fall off of the roof of the goal, which allows you to quickly recover and make another save if needed. Another really important aspect of defense is just knowing when to challenge and making smart predictions. I'm sure most of you have heard of shadow defense, essentially just mirroring your opponent to buy time for your team to rotate and also wait for any possible mistakes made by the player with possession of the ball. This skill is really important to learn, and you can see the player dribbling here overextended just a little bit and created too much gap between him and the ball, which allowed me to challenge without him cutting to the side before I made contact. This is important, but the point I want to make around this is that you only have so much space to shadow with, and don't get me wrong, this is a very important skill and you should definitely learn and use it, but if you've ever played baseball at any point, you probably have had a coach tell you to go down swinging. Like when you have 2 strikes and you think it's close, the pitches could be in or out of the strike zone. swing. Don't go down watching. And I apply the same idea to these situations in Rocket League where you don't want to be caught sitting flat-footed and let them just flick it over you. It's always better to get beaten in a challenge than it is to give them enough time to set themselves up and just flick it over you sitting still in goal. However, something I think is really useful is faking a challenge. This is a great way to get the opponent to show their cards without a full commitment that will put you out of the play. When the opponent is dribbling, they aren't obligated to make any play without a challenge threatening them. So what you can do is drive at them like you're going for a 50-50, but cut back and react from there. A lot of times you can get an easy turnover because they side flip or something, or pass, or lose possession because they were expecting you to full on commit and attempt to get the ball over or around you or whatever. That will wrap up this video though, guys. I appreciate all of you who watched this far so much. I really hope you learned something or at least enjoyed watching. And I'm sorry I didn't upload for like a whole week. My schedule was just really busy this week with midterms. But I am hoping to get more vids up soon. Anyways, make sure to leave a comment on any skill or mechanic you want a guide on. And as always, have a good night, and I will see you next time.